Welcome. I'm Ryan Dow, CEO at reframeRIA. Today, I want to share a real world example that illustrates one of the most powerful transformations an advisory firm can make, doubling down on a niche market and completely redefining how you serve them. Today, we discuss a firm that made a strategic decision to focus on dentists who own their own practices. But here's the critical insight: choosing a niche is only step one. The real transformation happens when you redesign your entire service model, your workflows, and your technology stack to meet the specific expectations of that target market. Hi, I'm Ryan Dow, founder and CEO at Reframe RIA. We help RIAs elevate their operations through strategic planning, technology optimization, and process improvement. We do this by understanding your goals, pain points, and workflows to enhance your client experiences, attract clients in your target market, but really allow you to do what you do best and what you like to do most: serve your clients. Are you ready to reframe your future? Let me paint you the picture of where this firm started. The firm was built on a generalist model, and as the practice transitioned from father to son, the younger advisor had made connections with dentists who own their own practices. A great market to build a wealth management firm around. What we discovered is that these clients, successful business practice owners, had higher expectations than the firm was currently meeting. They wanted a one stop shop. They wanted holistic financial planning that understands their unique challenges as business owners. And the firm's existing approach was not built to deliver this experience. So we went to work, reframing everything. First, their service model was generic and mostly focused on investment and insurance products. It did not speak to the specific needs of dental practice owners. Things such as tax planning, practice valuation, and adequately addressing the concentration of wealth in their business. Second, their workflows. They were manual and inconsistent. Client onboarding was not standardized. Follow up communications were sporadic. Tax planning conversations happened once a year, if at all. Third, their technology stack was disconnected. The CRM did not incorporate workflows to ensure consistent processes. Different planning software held different information. Everything required manual effort and created friction both for the team and for the clients. The result: despite having a clear niche, the firm was not differentiating itself. They were competing on the same terms as generalist advisors. And most importantly, they were not delivering the elevated experience these successful business owners expected and frankly deserved. So we knew we needed to reframe three core areas. One, the service model. Two, the operational workflows. And three, the technology infrastructure. The first exercise we conducted was fundamental, truly understanding what these clients wanted, needed, and expected from their financial advisor. Here's the framework we used. We broke it down into three categories. What they want. This is aspirational. For dentists, this often includes things like: I want to retire at 55. I want to sell my practice for top dollar. I want to know my family is protected. Or I want someone who understands my business, not just my portfolio. What they need. These are technical requirements: tax efficient strategies, business succession planning, estate planning that accounts for practice ownership, liability protection, and retirement plans that work for practice owners with fluctuating income. What they expect. This is about service delivery. They expect responsiveness. They expect you to proactively bring ideas to the table. They expect integrated advice, not piecemeal conversations. They expect technology that makes their life easier, not harder. And they expect a one-stop shop for financial advice. When we completed this exercise with the firm, the insights were transformative. We realized that the traditional meet twice a year and review your portfolio model was completely misaligned with what these clients expected. This exercise forced the firm to get specific. And once you have clarity on what your target market truly values, you can design a service model that delivers it. That is where differentiation happens. That is when clients are willing to pay premium fees, and that is when referrals start flowing. The key takeaway here: do not assume you know what your clients want. Ask them, map it out, then design your services around those answers. The second major exercise focused on one of the most critical workflows in any advisory practice: client onboarding. Here's the truth: first impressions matter. The onboarding process sets the tone for the entire client relationship. If that is clunky, manual, and slow, you are signaling to your new client that this is how things will be. But if it is streamlined, professional, and delivers value early and often, you are building trust and confidence from day one. The firm's original onboarding process was reactive and fragmented. A new client would have a first meeting that seemingly went great, but did not necessarily lead to effective client acquisition. There was no structured communication, no clear timeline, no early wins to demonstrate value. So, we redesigned it with three principles in mind. One, automate everything that can be automated: document collection through secure portals, automated welcome sequences, calendar invitations, and establishing portals and technology systems. Two, deliver value early and often. Within the first 30 days, the client receives a preliminary tax analysis, a business health check specific to dental practices, and a customized financial planning roadmap. These are not final deliverables, but they demonstrate that you are already working on their behalf. Three, create a professional, predictable experience. The client knows exactly what to expect at every stage. There are no surprises. Communication is proactive, and every interaction reinforces the message: we have done this before, you are in capable hands. The impact of this redesigned onboarding process was immediate. Clients experienced higher satisfaction due to increased transparency and simplicity. Referrals increased because new clients were raving about their experience. And operationally, the team was spending less time on administrative tasks and more time on high value advisory work. This is what process improvement looks like in action. It's not just about efficiency for the firm, it's about creating an exceptional client experience that aligns with the expectations of your target market. So, what did all of this add up to? Let me bring it full circle. By reframing their services around their niche market, this firm was able to make three strategic shifts. First, they simplified and standardized their investment strategy. They realized that dentists did not need 47 different portfolio options. They needed a disciplined, evidence based approach that freed up time to focus on what truly mattered: their business, their taxes, and their long term plan. Second, they expanded and elevated their financial planning services. Tax planning became a year round conversation, not an annual event. Business planning became a core offering. This differentiation was so powerful. Suddenly, they were not just another investment advisor, they were the go to expert for the dentist. Third, they rebuilt their technology stack to support this elevated service model. They incorporated a digestible, holistic, one page plan via Elements. They added tax planning tools like Holistoplan. They implemented automated workflows for client communication, document collection, and reporting. The result: a firm that operates more efficiently, delivers more value, and creates a client experience that is miles ahead of the competition. Here's the bottom line: choosing a niche is a strategic decision, but the firms that truly win are the ones that go further. They reframe their services, they redesign their workflows, they invest in the right technology. And they do all of it with their target market's wants, needs, and expectations at the center. If you are running an advisory practice and you have identified a target market, or you are considering doubling down on a niche, I want you to ask yourself 3 questions. 1, are my services truly designed for this market? Or am I offering a generic model? 2, do my workflows create a professional, streamlined experience? Or are there unnecessary friction points? 3, is my technology stack integrated and working for me? Or am I constantly working around its limitations? At reframeRIA, we specialize in helping emerging advisory firms answer these questions and make the transformation. We combine strategy formulation, process improvement, and technology optimization to help you build a scalable, differentiated practice. If this case study resonates with you, I would love to have a conversation. Reach out through our website at reframeRIA.com or connect with me on LinkedIn. Thanks for watching. Now, let's go reframe your future.